Alright, hey guys. You might see we got a cat greeting the video here too. We've got a huge update at the friend's house. They have moved back into their old house, which is crazy because now I can show you guys the updates that they done on the ceiling fans. There are a few problems with some of the fans, but I'm just going to take this video in advance just to get a benchmark on what the conditions were like before. I mean, some things have changed before I even decided to record, but starting off in my friend's bedroom, we got this little fan here. I think it's a Lasko. Yeah, it's a pretty strong fan. I actually forgot to turn it off when I turned it on earlier. I'll leave it on low, actually. It gets hot in this room sometimes. Even though it doesn't really like cold rooms, I'll just leave it on in here for circulation. We've been setting up these cloud lights. I think they came out pretty good. We didn't have a lot of stretch, so this is what we've got for now. These are really cool. This isn't the topic of the video. I'm just showing you guys what rooms have fans, what rooms don't. So this room needs to be leveled, but that light's still there. I don't even think I showed you guys that light. I don't even think I've shown you guys this room. But yeah, this is my friend's room. We've debated on putting a ceiling fan there. We were going to put a ceiling fan there, but my friend, I mean, he sleeps in hot rooms. He's pretty hot-blooded, so he doesn't care whether or not he gets a fan. So and the fan that was bought for this room wouldn't work in this room anyway because this room's got a really slanted ceiling. They've got a mainstays hugger. There's actually quite a few mainstays huggers in this house. I installed a couple not long after they moved out for the people that moved in before them, and I mean after them, and then oh well, here they are back. There was a house fire here not long after the new people moved in. So, and there was recently a fire outside at the pool dock. There was an electrical fire, so a lot of electrical fires happened around this area, but slowly but surely things are getting fixed. So let's move on to the next room. So I'll go ahead and show you guys these old switches. Very old. There's that switch looks like right there. That's what it goes to. It goes to that little wall jar light. I like to call it a jar light. I turned off the ceiling fans in here just so I could get them recording. I will try and record the other fans. The two Vortex Incompetite huggers are still in the rooms behind that wall there. The rooms are not even rooms anymore. They're actually one room now. They busted out the wall between the two. Now it's just one room. It's got the bathroom built into it and everything that I showed you guys. That fan was hanging out of the ceiling. But this I think it's an SMC. This SMC is still here. Bearings are a little stiff. See, I'm going to touch the blades. Yeah, could use some bearing work. So there's those two. They replaced the wooden ceiling fan there, which is a bummer because I really would have wanted that fan if it ever came down, but that's okay. They put a mainstays hugger there in a metallic black, I think. And you can kind of tell, once I get close to it, you will tell, but it gets a lot of hours in clearly. Not sure how long it's been here. Clearly it's been here for a long time. This one never gets turned off, honestly. It's the first time it's ever been off. Now let me show you guys a fan that I won't be able to run right now because I've got to work on it. This is one of the fans I installed after they moved out. This is my friend's sister's bedroom. And here's a fan here. There was a light here, but I put a fan there, and it's another mainstays hugger. I took the bulb out of it to put it in there. And the cat's following me everywhere. Look at that fluffy dude. Fluffy tail. Oh, you want pets? You want pets? I'll show you to the camera. Look at that. This little guy, I swear he's an orange cat. Because you pet him too much, he'll eventually just start biting you. Orange cat jokes. But anyway, back to this fan. I have taken it apart. As you can see, there's a missing screw. I've replaced the capacitor in this thing because I thought it had a bad capacitor. Because this thing just will not spin whenever you turn it on. I don't know what it is. Let me turn it on here. I will show you guys what it's doing. Light works just fine. I've already tested that. And it is humming. It is humming. I can feel it. Now it's on high. You can see if I touch the... Look at that. It's trying to move. It wants to move. You can see that. I think it's a bad reverse switch. Because I've replaced the capacitor already and it's not working. So what we're going to do is we're going to swap the motors. They've already bought a new one. They bought one that they thought they were gonna put in my friend's room, but I'm just gonna go ahead and put it in here. I'm just gonna swap the motors off of this one and keep the parts to this other one. I'm gonna try and replace this reverse switch because clearly something has gone wrong here. And it was working when I installed it initially. I'm not sure what broke this time, or well, what broke just now. Yeah, it is not wanting to run. This thing actually got a capacitor upgrade when I replaced the capacitor. But, yeah. It is, I know these fans are cheap and all. But what I want to say is it's probably just a factory defect with the reverse switch, because I can feel the motor. It's humming. It's just not spinning. It doesn't have the torque. It's just sitting there and humming. So, this thing didn't have its blades on it either when I got here. The blades were taken off and set to the side one day, and I got some screws gathered up and put the blades back on there. I thought the capacitor needed to be replaced, so I replaced it, and well, unfortunately, the capacitor that I did replace, I cut the wires too short on it. So now I either have to take that capacitor back and just trash the motor, or keep the capacitor in it and just give it an upgraded capacitor and try and fix that reverse switch. But yeah, this one will not be running, but I will film it once I get the motor swapped, because I'm just going to swap the motor and call it done. I'll take the other motor home along with the other parts of the other new fan and see if I can bring it back to life by replacing the reverse switch. But I'm sure it's just a reverse switch problem. The motor seems to work just fine. It's just not getting a polarity torque. So it doesn't know which direction it wants to go. So that's what's leading me to believe that it's a reverse switch, because I've already ruled out capacitor because I clearly just replaced it. This thing got an upgraded capacitor. The other capacitor went up to like 2.2 microfarad on one combo, and then it goes down to like 1 point something. But the one that I put in there goes like 1.5, and it goes to 3. So it got probably a better capacitor anyway. The capacitor that was in it was tiny and probably very fragile. So we'll see how this thing functions whenever I swap the motors anyway. But on to the fans that actually do work. And I will try and film the other fans when I get a chance. And I'll just stitch the videos together, but I'm just filming what I can get right now. So I've already turned these off, but they're on by the switches. So let's run them. Since they're in the same room, I'm going to run them both at the same time. So here's low on this Mainstays Hugger. And I learned something about these Mainstays Huggers. The Mainstays Hugger. Mainstays is just the Walmart version, or the Walmart brand of these. Walmart literally just bought them from a seller, I guess, and slapped a label on them and called them Mainstays. See, as you can clearly tell, there's no problem with that one. I'm not sure where all the globes went. I know one of the globes on one of the fans was broken. There's a globe over here, so while there's a spinning up to speed, I'll show you guys the globe that I found to one of them. There's one of them. I know one of the globes were broken, and I have confirmed that the globe that was broken went into my friend's... Oh, Got my friend shot in there. My friend's sleeping over here, so I gotta be a little quiet, as you guys saw in the video. He probably won't mind me accidentally panning the camera over him. But through that door there is my friend's bedroom, my friend's parents' bedroom, where I got the SMC U42 that I have restored to pretty much brand new. So the fan in there, it's kind of hilarious, but kind of scary at the same time. The fan in there, they hit it once when they were moving stuff in, and it completely broke the globe off of it. And then they hit it again, and that time it pushed the fan up into the ceiling. Like it's a mainstays hugger, so the motor housing just pushed a hole right through the ceiling. I have not seen it yet, but that's what they were saying. But I do believe them because these old ceilings. Okay, so there they are on low. Of course, with the bearings of this one, it's going to spin a lot slower than it's supposed to. I have one similar to this one. I have an SMC Grayton. I'm not sure what kind of SMC this is. I just know it's an SMC because it's got all the same parts and the same looks as my SMC Grayton, minus how the fitter's put on there. I think it's a slightly newer model than my SMC Grayton. I haven't looked on the top to see if there's any stickers to tell me what age it is. There's that one. Oh yeah, back to the thing about Walmart and stuff. It's just the mainstays is just the Walmart brand of these ceiling fans, of those huggers. What they actually are is, it's an electric company. They're called PowerMax fans. I learned that from another fan collector. I was like, wow, I had no idea. I'll show the light on this one for a second. I don't want to turn it on too long. Oh, wrong one. See, there it is. My friend's sleeping. I don't even think I got it in the shot, but I don't want to turn it on too much because he is sleeping. Alright, let's go to medium. This one gets plenty of use. Actually, I'll turn this one's light on just to keep the light out of his eyes. I decided to do this late at night because, well, I would have time to do it. Oh yeah, let me kick this one up to medium too. As you can see, it's not spinning very fast. Alright, I'm not going to do reverse on any of them because that's just time consuming. And you can see it has a Hampton Bay Rockport style light shade on it. This is basically an older version of the Hampton Bay Rockport from another fan company, without a light. Without a housing on the motor, and with a polished brass motor. Not sure what model this one is. All I know is that it's just SMC. It does not wobble, surprisingly. The blades are a little warped, but it does not wobble. I'm very surprised. Cat's a little hyper. Let's do high. Yeah, it's definitely an incandescent bulb. And the motor to this one gets really hot, so I may end up oiling the top bearing at some point. Spins decently quick. Okay, it does have a slight wobble there. Probably going to just keep them on medium all night. I don't want to run this one on high too much because the motor does get extremely hot. It's insane how hot it gets. It's just because of how dusty it is and how clogged and seized up the bearings are. I will do spin down, I suppose. This is where the old kitchen was. There was a refrigerator here. There was a sink here, as you can tell by the light up there. And the light does work. Let's see if I can even get to it. See, it does work. see if I can get spin down on these. This light, the bulb's burned down in it. It's a CFL. I turn it on, nothing happens. There is actually a missing bulb in there too, but there's a CFL. You can see the CFL did not have a good time burning out. Alright. Here. I'm going to try and get both of them in the shot. They busted down this wall here where the old laundry room was, so I can actually come all the way back here and get them both in the shot. And I'll show you guys another light that's having a problem. And the light where the old bar table was, I don't think I've ever shown you guys, but the light where the bar table was, that one there, I cannot find the switch to that one. I don't even remember where the switch was. I kind of, part of me wishes I did a switches in the house video of this place so I know where all the switches were and kind of where to look. Okay, SMC already stopped. That's hilarious. I hopefully my friend's mom will eventually let me take that thing down and work on the bearings a little bit so it doesn't overheat. And if I get close enough here, you guys will see just how many hours this thing has on it. Oh, the camera does not do it justice. There's so much dust on this thing. I'm surprised it's not wobbling because of how much dust. Actually, if it did wobble before, the dust is probably keeping it from wobbling. That is dusty. I think the mainstays huggers look better in black. They look a little more professional, give or take. Well, this is spinning down. I'll keep an eye on it, but I'll show you guys. There used to be a fluorescent light in here. They've just turned it into one of these ceiling boob lights. You can kind of see where the old fluorescent fixture was. The fluorescent fixture is actually outside on the porch, taken apart with two broken tubes in it. That's where its scar is. Hugger is about to stop. Oh, get a shot here. My terrible camera work as always. And I will go outside and show you guys the fans outside. They still exist, and one of them at least, as far as I can see, still works. Sorry for the terrible lighting. I would turn on some lights, but my friend's over here sleeping, so I'm trying to keep it quiet and dim. As dusty as this thing is, the bearings are still amazing. It just stopped. Alright, let's turn them on medium. 2 pulls of each chain for medium. Let me feel the motor of this one. Okay, so running it on medium is helping it out a whole bunch. It was super hot earlier, but now it's going to rest a little bit. Hopefully it'll get a relief soon. Alright, let's go. Come out here. Yes, if you guys are wondering, judging by, oh, here's this light here. I'm not sure if that's the same light that was right here when they lived here before, but there's that. There's a switch that controls the fans. They are always on, pretty much. Okay, so here's this fan over here. It's still here. Oh man, the lighting is terrible over here. I probably should have brought me a light bulb to put in this thing, but it still works. Let me see if I can brighten everything up a little bit. There we go. That's nifty. Let me lock that on there. There we go. Alright, so it still works. Here's low. Stalls. Let me give it a little... Oh. Maybe. It does not want any part of it. And these blades are super soaked up. Yeah. Remember the first video I did of this when it was outside, it was working just fine. Well, let's go to medium. only one of the functional speeds on it. There's a huge difference between low and high. I mean, low and medium. See there? Oh, the bearings are not happy. I would hope to do a restoration of this one and actually put outdoor fans out here. I'd have to talk that over with my friend's mom just to see what she would like to do about outdoor fans out here. Here's high speed. It's working surprisingly well for those droopy, soaked up blades. It's actually got quite a bit of wind. I'm actually surprised at how well it's performing. Bearings are not happy though, so let's turn it off. Fast spin down. Ooh, I wonder if I can get it to run on low now that it's been running. Alright, let's see. Nope, of course not. Alright. So, there's a fan all the way over here. If you guys remember it. I'm not going to be able to get to that. That's actually where the fluorescent fixture is too. I don't think I'll be able to get to that. Yeah, I don't think so. Actually, I can do some pretty risky stuff to get over to it. It's going to be some bad camera angles real quick. Apologize. Okay, well, never mind. We're over here. Okay, here's where the fluorescent fixture is. Oh, I can turn on my light here, can't I? Yes, I can. That's awesome. Okay, there's the tubes. One of them's broken. One of them seems to be intact. There's the fluorescent fixture right there. I would hope they would eventually be able to give that to me. It's been out here for a while, though, so I don't know if I'll be able to restore it or not. Let's turn off my light. Okay, here's this. It has gotten even worse in terms of bearings. Bulb is burned out in it. Oh, never mind. Bulb works. I'm not entirely sure if they want to keep the bulb running. I guess someone turned it off. Oh, it still works. It's going the wrong way, but it's working. Oh! Uh-oh. That can't be good. Okay. Well, this thing's dead. Yep. Yeah. This thing's dead for sure. I'm gonna go turn the switch off. I don't know if you guys heard that, but the thing popped whenever I hit the reverse switch. And I saw a bright spark. I will have to let my friend's mom know that that fan is a fire hazard now. It is definitely no good. I'm gonna come over here and turn off the switch. I'm glad I caught it on camera because now I can show her. Okay. Yeah. I don't trust that thing anymore. Oh man, that is scary. Okay, yeah, that fan's no good. That thing is dead. So, yep. Let's come back in. I think I just got my friend in the shot there. Turn that switch off. Okay. So, that's about it for now. I'll be able to hopefully get to other fans. So yeah, for now anyway, thank you guys for watching.